All right, Mo, I have a story I can tell.
Okay, what's your story?
Dude, it's kind of funny.
Okay.
So, we're still in school because
Yeah.
we're still in school because we are students.
Okay.
Okay.
We're in school because we're students, but we're
Yeah.
students because we're in school.
Yeah. Once again, 10 out of 10 things by Matty. So I was like walking to class as I do. So I go to class on Tuesday and Thursdays, right? It's at 9 o'clock in the morning. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I also go to the gym, which is great. I go to the gym, and so, my workout clothes, right? I wear workout clothes for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Workout clothes tend to be dark colors because nobody wants your nips showing while you're working out, So, no white shirts. Okay. So, and I wear joggers when I'm at the gym and stuff. And then I was like, it was kind of a colder day, so I was wearing a black hoodie as well. So I was wearing all black. So I walk in class, and my professor's like, Matt, you used to wear bright colors. What happened? He's like, you wear all black now. And he's like, are you going through a dark place? Are you going through a dark time? And I was like, but internally I was so close to saying this. I wish I did. I was like, I wanted to be like, I welcome the sweet embrace of death. I was so close to turning to him and saying it, but I was like, no, I don't want to think I'm suicidal.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you ever seen that one YouTube video where she's like, hi, I'm the vapid princess of darkness. Oh my God. Just like I forget what she says, but she's like, I'm the vapid princess of darkness.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's me. Well, then we were in the middle of the lecture, and he's talking. He's like, yeah, and then the architects start wearing we have a look and stuff with the glasses, with the circle glasses, and they're all black. And he's like, he looks at me. He's like, I didn't mean to bring this up earlier, but yeah, just like Mr. Year Out over here. He's becoming an all architect, and I was like, it's just because I have my workout clothes on. But all right,
you're like, please stop talking to me.
Stop talking to me.
What kind of accent does your professor have?
He's from the Middle East, so that was probably not a good accent, was it?
Well, I was like, he could either be from India, or he could be from Europe.
No. It's sports fans. No, that's how he talks. Mo is crazy. I love Mo to death.
Mo.
He's a little racist, but that's okay.
He's a little racist.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah.
So. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Binger's Anime Edition. As always, I'm your host Mo.
And I'm Maddie, and we're just a little podcast that talks about different animes with fellow weebs out there. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, motherfucker.
Why did I say it so hick today? Yeehaw. Jeez.
Yippee-ki.
Yippee-ki-ay. Do.
So listen.
Anyway, Mo.
I've been on TikTok recently.
Yes.
And there's this new trend in the anime TikTok side,
as we love to see.
Yeah. And it's so basically Dear Maria
by
All Time Low.
Yeah.
It's basically
anime opening.
Yeah. It's basically anime opening.
It's basically anime opening.
And then they were saying the Blink 182 song is the really emotional ending.
Oh my gosh.
And then there was another one that was supposed to be the season 2 edgy opening. And no, literally it's a whole thing. Every single other TikTok that I go through, it's another person trying this out. And it works really well with the My Hero Academia opening.
Yeah.
The first one.
Mm-hmm. I saw it.
I was like,
video.
I was like, holy crap.
So, do you want to start doing this? Are we going to be on the lookout for our favorite songs? It's oh, this is a good anime opening. Let's try it and see what happens.
We recommend Dear Maria as an anime song.
Oh my gosh.
I got your picture. I'm coming with you.
Oh my word. No. But yeah, so how's your week been, Mo? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I've been holed away in my apartment.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, do you guys notice anything different?
Considering we're not recording,
they
probably can't see.
I was talking about you, Mo.
Yes, you shaved.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, me neither. I almost cut all my hair off, too, again.
Oh.
Could you imagine? I would have been, back in middle school.
Go, shaved?
I was going to do, very short, but, a 3. It was going to be short.
I don't know what that means, but...
The back of my hair right now, that's about a 2. About a 4. This is a 4, so it would have been shorter than that.
Oh, shoot.
I'm glad I didn't. Then I was looking at photos. I'm like, I kind of want the long flow again. Not like the long flow, but we're going to do a controlled grow out where it's going to like, I can style it.
You know what Taylor's convinced Gabe to do?
Oh no, what?
To grow his hair out so he can put it in a bun like Aaron.
No, is he actually going to?
Yes!
No!
Well, he's also growing it out. Well, she said,
it's going to look so bad.
She said he's either growing it out to look like Aaron or he's growing it out to look like Levi. And he's like cutting it short, like, and leaving the top long.
That's gonna look so bad on him.
I don't know how I feel about it. He kind of sent me, because like he's been growing it out, and so he sent me a picture yesterday with like little like pieces hanging down on his forehead and stuff, and he kind of looked like Levi a little bit. I mean, like live action version Levi, but like Levi.
The Hispanic version.
Yeah, Hispanic version live action Levi. But...
Oh my gosh. I'm excited next week because next week we're having a little party at my house, so we might not be recording on Saturday. Maybe.
We could probably record before.
Early, and then we'll play. Okay, so this is our Saturday, guys. We're going to have recording for the podcast. Then we'll have a D&D session.
Are we having a D&D session
Yeah,
on
but
Saturday?
who's DMing?
I don't know.
It's probably going to be me, isn't it?
Probably.
Why can't anyone else DM? Why can't you DM?
Let me see how Luke does tomorrow. And then
okay.
It'll
What
give me a
does
bit
that mean?
more
Oh,
idea
okay.
of what, like, DMing.
He's been planning quite a bit. Like, he's been, like, grinding. I'm so excited to play tomorrow. You don't understand. Lyndall has been bubbling. I'll be, like, just living life. I'll be like, oh, yeah, this is what Lyndall would say in this moment. And
I'm going to have to redo Sybil's character sheet because I do not have it anymore.
Mo, you better do that.
I know.
Please do it before the session.
I will.
Okay. I have to update my character sheet to level 3, so.
Yeah, I don't know where I put Linnell's or Sybil's character sheet.
You are what we call a terrible player for D&D.
I know. I'm just terrible in general. So.
Oh my gosh. No self-deprecation on this podcast. This is an uplifting podcast to make us feel better about ourselves because people listen to us a lot, right?
I guess so. I mean, our Danganronpa episode got like 40 hits.
We just kind of shit on that show the whole time.
Yeah, I think it's like whenever we shit on stuff that like
people really like it.
People really
so
like it.
So people are gonna like this one.
Yeah, you're all gonna love this one.
But also I think if it's under an hour, it's usually received. So we should try shooting for that probably. Why are we talking about this on the podcast?
I don't know.
For all the fans to know about our thought process, I guess. I'm also deep cleaning the house right now.
Yes, I walked into it. You gotta get new drip pans.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, that's not a big deal. Well, so last time my roommate moved out of his house, they had to charge them $400 for cleaning fees. Well, I talked to one of his other roommates, and they're like, it's because his room was smelled so bad, they had to deep clean it. I don't want to deep clean his room. It smells terrible. You
know what you could do? Is go get some, like, carpet stuff and, like, sprinkle it in and vacuum it. It really helps.
I don't know why. Have you been in his room when it smells bad? If you went in we'll walk into it right after we leave.
Sean's? Or JT's?
JT. Oh, yeah.
I've never been in his room.
Yeah, we'll walk by it.
I have walked by it before.
We'll open it, and you can step in and get a good whiff.
Good.
That's why I moved out of the bathroom. I'm trying to, like, purge the odor from my stuff.
So if you guys are moving out in May, right?
I'm moving out May 7th.
When is everyone else moving out?
Okay, actually, rephrase. My mom's coming up and picking up all my stuff May 7th, and I'm moving out, like, my bed and everything, but I'm not leaving till May 9th.
So you're gonna sleep on the floor?
Which reminds me, could I stay at your apartment for those 2 days?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Would that be weird?
Yeah, no.
Would your roommate care?
No, her boyfriend stays all the time.
Okay, cool. Because I don't have anywhere to stay and I don't want to sleep on my couch.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could, but my roommate's grandparents are going to be here too, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. May 8th, though, is graduation, so I probably won't be in my apartment most of the day.
I don't know what I'm doing May 8th. I'm going to go to a couple graduation things. I was mostly just going to, like, make my rounds to make sure, like, Lucas has a little graduation party. I was going to go to that. Guys, it's getting to the end of the semester. Mo is about to graduate.
Lucas is graduating?
Yeah.
Lucas, like...
Done? Yeah.
I didn't think he was our age.
Yeah.
I thought he was a year younger.
Nah.
Oh, wow.
Right? You and him are my only two friends graduating this year. All my other friends have another year because they failed or something.
But we're having a graduation party for me on Saturday.
I know. I'm excited. Yeah,
Should we get a cake?
Yeah, I won't pay for it. So, actually, no. I'll pitch in if you bring all the booze. You know, I literally have $300 worth of alcohol over there, guys. I've triangulated my position in Stillwater so much. It's bad.
Triangulated my position.
Everyone's gonna know where I live. So I'm moving out May 9th. When are you moving out?
I would like to be out of there, in between, May 8th and May 24th.
Okay. Wow, that's a big time frame to move out.
But I'm having a hard time finding somebody to take over my lease.
Oh.
And
that is tough.
Well, it's I have a lot of people that are I'm interested, and then the second that I'm trying to keep in contact with them and I'm like, hey, let me know about this, they don't answer me.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one girl, she messaged me, she's like, I'm interested, and we got all up to the point where I was like, hey, because she had already submitted an application to the reserves, and I was like, okay, all you need to do now is you need to call them and tell them that you're taking over my lease. When you do that, let me know, because I'll go down there and I'll confirm it with them. And it's been
cigar.
2 days, and I'm like, hey, checking in. Hey, haven't heard from you in a couple days. How's it all going? And nothing.
Jeez, that's awful. I'm sorry.
And so I'm about to just move on to the next girl or something, because there's one more girl above her that was like, hey, I'm interested. And I said, there's one person in front of you. If she doesn't pan out, then you're next in line. And she's like, all right, just let me know. And I was like, cool. If I'm going to tell this girl, I'm like, hey, if I don't hear back from you today, I'm moving on to the next person, because I can't wait around for you to answer me.
That's a good idea. Good idea. But yeah, wow. It's just crazy how do you feel about graduating?
I don't feel like I'm graduating. It's really weird.
I mean, a lot of your friends are still going to be in Stillwater, so it's not like you're leaving, but also it's just your next phase of your life, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I graduate. I still have 3 semesters, because I think I'm going to be I have a lot of friends that are a lot younger than me, so I think graduating, it's for me, I'm going to view it as more of a lot of friendships ending. Whereas, I think for you, you know that Taylor, Gabe, and I are still going to be your friends.
Oh, yeah.
No question about it.
I'm not getting rid of you guys that easy.
Oh, yeah. But, for me, I know I'm going to lose a lot of contact with a lot of my friends right now.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, too, that I'm kind of is, friends that aren't going to be, in Stillwater, or, are going to be going back to Texas or all that kind of stuff. I know that I probably won't talk to again. And that's kind of, hard.
Yeah.
I guess to realize, that, oh, this is probably going to be the last time I actually see this friend, you know?
Yeah, and it's tough because, I mean, you could argue that, oh, yeah, if we just try harder to keep that friendship, if you just are intentional about it, then you keep it. But the reality of it is when we start the next phase of our life, they start the next phase of their life. They're not going to try to keep in contact with people they don't see on a regular basis. That's how you gain friends, is just familiarity and how much you spend time with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where... I know, most of the guys in my fraternity, I'm not going to be friends with after I graduate.
It's the same with my sorority and stuff like that. I might text my fam group chat, every once in a while when something happens. They're all that, but we won't make an effort to, get together.
You have a fam group chat?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I should do that.
You guys don't have, a fam group chat? We do.
My family's massive, though.
Oh, ours is really tiny.
My big had a little, and then his little had... a little, and his little has a little, and I have 3 littles, and one of them has a little. Yeah, it's pretty big.
So you have a twin?
Yeah. He's my roommate next year.
Who?
Avery.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Holden's one of my littles, so.
I didn't know Avery was also Carson's twin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, little.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone's gonna get a little insight on my Bucks family right now, and Tristan dipped. I miss Tristan. Tristan, if you're listening to this, love you, bud. We gotta hang out.
Love you, bud.
Love you, bud. Visit me in Dallas this summer. Dude, there's so much shit to do in Dallas. I was Googling it. Bro, they have a karaoke bar. They have this one bar called Nerdvana, which is Nerdvana. Have you been to it?
No, but that's just how you say that.
Okay, I'm sorry. But it's you can get a booth and you can hook up a PlayStation 2 and play games while you're there. And there's a whole like screen at the bar where you can like play Mario Kart while you're drinking.
Whoa.
Or play Smash Bros. I was like, so I texted like Ross. I was like, bro, we have to go. He's like, I'm not 21. I'm like, it's fine. It's also a scratched kitchen, so I'll drink while you just sit there and be my DD. It's gonna be a great summer. I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, I might just have to like come down and like see you or something.
Dude, we're gonna have so much. There's there's legit like karaoke bar with like J-pop and K-pop hits.
Oh. You know we gonna be absolutely shit-faced at that anime opening.
Oh yeah, because I told Luke about it. Luke's like, I might just have to make a trip up, and I was like, I'll get a couple people, and like Russ will be our DD because he won't drink. And like, well, obviously he can't because he's not 21. So
we'll have a DD, and then it'll be great.
Because I was looking at it, a lot of these places aren't like bars where you can't. You have to be 21 to get in. Like a lot of the places are like family friendly, where your family can come, and there is a bar there. And I was like, this is great for me because I'm a raging alcoholic, apparently.
No, I feel that sometimes too. But
we're going to play the anime drinking game tomorrow, and we're going to post some of the clips on our Instagram.
Okay.
Actually, maybe we shouldn't. We'll discuss this later.
Wait, when are we playing the anime drinking game tomorrow?
I meant next week, Saturday.
Okay, I was like, what are we doing tomorrow that we would be playing a drinking
Post
game?
D&D session. No, I'm joking.
I'm like, no, I will be heading to Tulsa at that point.
Yeah, what time are you watching the Demon Slayer movie?
7:30.
I'm watching it today at 4.
I know, I'm so excited.
Woo!
Bro.
My friend Han texted me, she's like, bring tissues. And I was like, I know what's going to happen.
We probably would have watched it today, but Taylor's in Arizona right now, and Gabe has drill. And
what the heck? How are they just going to both casually be back in town Sunday?
Yeah, tomorrow she said, oh, I should be getting back around like 1 or 2, you know, which, you know, like, then she should be getting back to like Tulsa around like 4 o'clock or something like that. And I was going to probably head down there by like 5, you know, because I was going to hang out with her for a little bit before Gabe.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well.
And then I think, hopefully if I get my money in, we're going to go eat at Jinya.
Oh, that'll be good.
For the movie. As long as
some ramen for me. We're getting a ramen shop in Stillwater.
What? Really? Right as I leave?
Right behind the Asian market, they bought the building and they're setting up for a restaurant, so we're going to have it by next fall. Like this upcoming fall.
I'm going to have to come back.
You're going to have to come back. I mean, I don't know what quality it's going to be.
Well, you'll have to tell me, and then you'll have to say, is it worth it for me to make a trip?
Okay. That's good. Well, I think we probably should start reviewing this anime.
Probably. We've been rambling now for about 20 minutes.
Sorry, guys. You got an update on our life. A lot of great events coming up. Also, we're about to hit our 1-year mark for this podcast.
Dude, I know.
What should we do for a 1-year mark? We'll have to come up with some special. We'll talk about it over sushi.
I know. I have like kind of an idea that I've been thinking about since like 6 months of the podcast.
Okay.
And like, I think it would be kind of a cool idea.
Okay. I mean, I could always play a clip of our very first recording and just be like, how cringy it is. Nope.
No, what I was kind of like thinking is that we like...
No. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be very honest. I think this episode's going to be kind of short because we're just going to be shitting on it the whole time.
Oh, no. You're going to be surprised. Just you wait.
Oh.
I got stuff to talk about.
Oh.
So, Mo, would you like to introduce the show we're talking about this week?
Yes. This week we are talking about the anime, the cult classic, School Days.
School Days. It's phenomenal.
I love how we've just gone to like using our phones.
We gave up on the whole writing it out thing because I can read this and not my handwriting.
I know. The auto correct.
The autocorrect. This is gonna be rough. Well, would you like to do some proto info?
Yes. So School Days was directed by Kataro Montagata. Yes. Music is by Kaoru Okubo. Don't know who that is.
Yeah, that'll be good indication how the music is for the show. Oh my god.
The studio is TNK, which after looking at some of the animes that TNK has done, it's very like obvious that this is the kind of studio that would if you've ever seen like Redo with Healer or like Seven Mortal Sins.
Wait, is Seven Mortal Sins just a knockoff Seven Deadly Sins?
No, it's literally like borderline hentai.
Oh, okay.
And then Blade Dance of the Elementers. Yeah, if you guys know any of those animes, then it makes very much sense why this anime goes to that studio. The original run is from July 3rd of 2007 to September 27th of 2007. Mm-hmm. And it's got 12 episodes.
Yeah, and it was adapted from a graphic novel, right?
Yes. It's also a video game.
Yeah, the graphic novel is a video game.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
A visual novel, sorry.
A visual novel? Yeah, you said graphic novel, and I was like...
No, it's a visual novel. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. Y'all can come through the headphones and smack the shit out of me. I feel it right now. And there's also this like 40-minute episode of it that's like School Days HQ, which you can watch on Pornhub. If that gives you a good indication of what anything it's like.
How do you know this?
I don't know. Because I haven't seen it.
I'm going to be very honest. You know a lot about anime when it comes to Pornhub. It really, kind of worries me a little bit. I swear to God, every other conversation with you is like, yeah, this is on Pornhub. And I'm like...
Guys, everything's on Pornhub. Anyway. Well, it has like a Yachi Bitch Club.
Yari-chin.
Yeah, same thing. You really can only watch it on Pornhub.
Really?
That's where you'll least likely get viruses.
Where you'll least likely get viruses from.
Anyway, so School Days, what's the genre, would you say?
Like thriller, like romance,
I would say psychological.
Yeah.
Maybe comedy, harem. I'm not really sure.
It's definitely harem.
This genre, also in the visual novel, they have like 40 different endings.
Yeah.
So...
Well, because it's like it's like...
They make reality, the best one.
In the anime, there's really only 3 characters, but like in the visual novel, there are like at least like 5 to 6 other like girls in the harem.
Which are in this anime, but they're just used for other purposes.
But they're maybe in like 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah. All right, so I will do the synopsis, which I just copied from Mal, because I really had no idea what to talk about for this episode. So I said, high school student Makoto first notices...
You got it right.
I know, right? Katsura. At the start of the second semester freshman year, immediately he becomes entranced by her beauty and her massive boobs, but his bashfulness doesn't allow him to approach her, even though they ride the train every day. So instead, like the creep he is, he takes a photo of her in secret and sets it as a cell phone wallpaper when they had flip phones back in the day.
They had flip phones in 2007.
A charm that they say will make her fall in love with him. But however, classmate Sayaka spots the picture. Same thing. But instead of ratting him out, which she kind of does by just kind of bursting out that he did this, but whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'll help you find love.
She's like, oh my gosh, you actually took a photo of her.
Oh my God. When we watched the dub for like 5 seconds and we literally had to switch it.
Yeah,
so
it was
bad.
like, oh God.
And so she decides to help them fall in love by giving Makoto experience. And then a love triangle forms, / friendship / impending doom. I think that's a good synopsis of School Days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the story pretty much revolves around this main character, Makoto, being a horn dog the whole time.
So the story, it's really weird because, like, it's very, like, it comes off as being this like really like romance anime and like,
well, like the first 2 episodes I would even say are actually pretty decent. Like it's just your typical like main character, you know, likes girls, so they're gonna start dating each other, blah 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 blah.
Or like they gotta figure out how to get the girl and all that kind of stuff. And it seems really normal, and then you start getting into this whole thing where he basically starts like fucking Sakai, and then he starts fucking these other girls.
Yeah, so pretty much what happens is, guys, lots of spoilers. I don't know. This kid is
That's the only way to talk about this anime, though.
The guy is like, he starts dating the girl, the hot girl, and then he's like, he's on the phone with that guy, and he's like, dating Kasura is boring. I'm like, what?
I'm like, you went through all that trouble, and now you're saying like, I don't want her.
Like, no, not even that. It's just like, it's too exhausting. It's too tiring to date her. And Saika's like, well, I'll help you practice for it. So they start like practicing on the rooftop. Dude, literally, anytime I see a rooftop scene in anime, I cannot help but think of practicing with your childhood best friend and then the ending of this show. But like they start making out, they start having sex,
going to second base,
they go
and
to
like,
third base, they go into home run.
yes,
Which that's fine, you know. Like if this is a normal relationship, okay, you know.
well, and then he dumps.
No. He does not dump her. No. What happens is he just acts like she doesn't exist for 2 episodes until all the other classmates are like, "Oh yeah, you guys broke up, right?" And
And then
Kasura's
she's
like,
like, what?
"What?" And this is when she becomes a psycho bitch, guys.
Well, and then he starts dating like Sekai, and they're dating, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna cheat on her," and then he starts.
Like the thing is, like he doesn't even break up with Kasura. He just starts
Yeah.
dating Sekai and just ghosts her.
He doesn't
I was
even
like,
say anything to
What
her.
the hell? What type of man does this, guys? Never once in my life have I hated a main character as much as I did in this show. And oh my god, this guy is a chotch. He's a total Chad. He is the worst. He's not even Chad. He's like a chid. You know,
Chid.
chid. He doesn't deserve the A in his name. He's an E. He's a chid. Or I. Chid? Chide. Chid? Chiddle.
Chid
Chiddle.
with an E.
I don't know.
But no, he just like literally the immaturity of just like he ignores
the
her.
audacity.
And then he's basically like, "Oh yeah, you should have just known by me ignoring you that we broke up."
Yeah, well, and then of course, I think this show, I will admit, it's a good look of what happens when you start cheating on people and what could happen to someone's mental state to the extreme.
Cuz like, you know, like though I don't like some people do get that crazy, like, you know, if you push their buttons like that just because of like emotional trauma and all that.
Yeah, I'm that person.
You know, and like, you know, Katsura, she's like this like really shy, innocent girl who's never really been in a relationship, and of course with Makoto being her first relationship and her and him treating her like that. Yeah, of course she's going to be like, "Holy crap, like, you know,
what the hell?
What the hell?"
Yeah.
And like go crazy and, you know.
Dude, it's bad. And then like, yeah, I guess we're just going to talk about the characters and all this at once.
Because
like,
it's easier to talk about the characters with the story.
Yeah, so Makoto, main character, average in every aspect. I don't think he's that cute, but whatever. He's average.
He's very average. Like,
but he like is a total douchebag, an asshole, and a total cheating, a horn dog. Oh my god, this man, I can't.
Like this dude only thinks about sex. Like,
literally, like this anime takes every extreme to the max. So like, you got character that has unrestrained sexual desire. That is Makoto. You have character that is the epitome of beauty and fangirls, like obsessive love, which is both Kasura and the childhood best friend Saika.
Well, like Sekai, she's like the antithesis to like Katsura.
Yeah.
You know, because Katsura's very like the shy, sweet, innocent, you know, girl, whereas like Sekai, she's like the tomboy and very like loud and very like exciting. And
so they take all these extremes, and dude, I don't know. But the anime, like, I also like when you're watching it, you're just like hoping to like someone, right? But you don't like anyone. They're all just awful. Like, they're full of bitterness, anger, hate, and just like desire. And for some reason, all these other random girls are just like, "Oh, I want a piece of the action." Like, they take the extreme of, "Oh, fangirling over the guy that's sleeping with the most people. That must make him popular. I want a piece of that action."
Or like, there's like some girls that like are in love with somebody else, and like they like sleep with Makoto to get over that.
Right?
Like, and it's like,
what the hell?
Dude.
Like, who? Okay. Please reach out to us if this have ever happened in your high school. If this anime has played out in your high school, please let me know. Because 1, you got some issues from your high school. 2, people, what? Like, oh my god.
Okay, because like my whole thing about it was that like I could see, like, you know, like Makoto getting into a relationship with Katsura and like being like, "It's not what I thought it was gonna be, blah 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 blah, like I don't want to be in it anymore." I can understand that. I don't like the way that he went about it.
Exactly. Like,
I don't like the way he went about it, but I understand it.
No, like,
you know?
The thing is, like I said, the first 2 episodes, everything's fine until the moment he's like, dating her is exhausting. Okay, he's a douchebag, but whatever. Like
it happens.
Like,
you know?
he slept with Sayaka, whatever. Just, you know, break up with No, he doesn't break up with her. He just acts like she doesn't exist and ghosts her. I mean, like, that does happen a lot in today's society, but you can't ignore her. Yeah. You guys go to the same high school. And then all these other bitchy girls, you know, the classic gals, you know. Now that we know what the gal culture's like, they show up to like, "Well, you guys broke up, right?" And they're like, "That's sex for you," because now he's dating Sayaka. And she's like, "What? I didn't know. What?" And then she becomes a psychotic bitch.
But it's like, you know, and then him like having more of an attachment, though it's very like physical, it's not really like emotional attachment when it comes to, like, Sekai. And so it's like, I can understand that, why he would want to date her because she's putting out, But
she's throwing her body at
me,
so
she's putting out, of course, like, any guy that's like that's basically, like, very sexually active and all that. Of course, he's going to go for the girl that's, like, putting out.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But what gets me is when he starts cheating on Sekai with other girls. Right. When she's putting out.
They literally have a threesome and, like, a festival tent thing.
Yes.
Like, dude, I thought I was watching a romance anime with a crazy ending. I got fucking porn. I got soft porn. I practically got porn. If this was on Pornhub, it would be porn.
I really didn't like Makoto, like, when he did that whole thing with, like, Katsura and all that. I didn't really like him. But, like, I understood it. I didn't like it. I understood it. But when he started cheating on, like, Sekai with other girls, that's where I was like, you're a low piece of shit. And then
both the girls wanted him back. Like, literally, he goes up in, like, episode, like, 10 or something. He goes to Katsura and he's like, please have me back. And she's like, okay.
What Makoto wanted, he wanted an open relationship. He didn't want, like, a monogamous. He wanted an open relationship. Why didn't they just
talk about that from the beginning? Guys, the ending, so many things could have been avoided, but I will be honest, the show might have been a hot dumpster fire of the worst garbage I've ever watched in my life, with literally, like, plots worse, like, literally so many scenes of him cheating on Sekai was literally worse plots than, like, it's porn plot. That's what it is. It's like plots for porn. Like, that is what is happening.
It was basically like, let's see how many girls we can get the main character to sleep with.
Yeah, and they have the classic, like, beach scene. Like, I don't understand why we've all slept with Makoto, so they'll all go to the classic water park together.
Do they all know that they've slept with?
Yes! They all are aware that this man is sleeping with everyone. He even sleeps with the girl with the small boobs. Like, what the hell?
Dude, literally. I mean, just this whole anime is basically him going around sleeping with all the girls and then trying to play, like, girlfriend roulette.
Literally, I'm just like, what the heck are you doing, kid? I was like, you really need to grow the fuck up is what you need to do.
But it's like, when it gets towards, like, the end, that's, like, when the real kicker of, like, the story starts happening. And, like,
oh, dude.
Like, that guy says that she's pregnant. And
dude, it's amazing. This ending, we'll get there in a little bit. But, like, yes, it might have been 10 episodes of hot dumpster fire. But then, like, you get to the ending, and it's worth it. It's worth it, guys.
It's really worth it. You're like, this is what made this a cult classic.
It's so satisfying. Like, okay, so, like, on Mao, it's split. Either people give it a 10 or people give it a 2. What did you give it, Bo?
It depends on, like, what way I'm looking at it.
I'm curious. I want to know. What did you give School Days?
If I'm looking at this as, like, a cult classic anime, like, loved and, like, it's purely, like, there for, like, comedy, like, it's bad enough that it's good, I would give it a 10. Definitely, if I'm looking at it through, like, a cult classic lens. But strictly, like, anime speaking, and, like, compared to other anime like Demon Slayer, Assassination Classroom,
Do you think this anime is worse than Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
School Days has better combat scenes. It has better fight scenes and
School Days. No, it does not. Shut up.
The soundtrack is so much better.
Well, like I said, it's like if I'm looking at it through like a cult classic way, then yeah, this is like the best anime ever. But if I'm just looking at strictly like story and like development and like all that kind of stuff, no.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a 2 in my mouth right now, but I think I'm gonna bump it up to like a 6 because like the ending is just so freaking satisfying. Oh.
But here's the fun part: is that you can literally watch the first couple episodes and watch the last couple episodes, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
it's even funnier that way.
That's what I did.
When you show someone for the first time, you're like, okay, we're going to watch the first 2 episodes, and then we're going to watch the last 2 episodes. And they're like, what? And I'm like, just wait. Like, you're going to be like, you're going to be like, what? And then they watch the last 2 episodes, and they're like, what the fuck? How did it get that way so quick?
Right? Like, what happened? But yeah, so guys, we're going to get to a little spoiler territory. So the ending, Should we just like do a step walkthrough of how this ended?
Well,
should I like
okay?
Should I just put in the background of the audio like right now? Just start putting like the ending song like while we talk about it.
Okay, well, the ending kind of spoilers alert right now. If you don't want to know what happens,
run. Why would you
get out of here?
Watch this show? Just leave.
Okay, well, so the ending all starts out when Sekai says that she's pregnant to Makoto.
Yeah, Sekai is like, yo, bitch, I prego, and then
and that's in order to like keep Makoto.
Yeah,
because he's wanting to go back to Katsura, and
And Makoto, as the classy gentleman he is, says, "Fuck you, Sekai. I'm still going back to Katsura," and just dips.
Yeah, he's like, that's unfortunate, and then like.
What he does, he's like, well, that sucks for you. Good luck with my child, and just dips.
And then just dips.
The deadbeat of the century. Oh my god, this man. Oh.
And so, of course, Sekai, she gets all crazy because, of course, like, she believes that, like, Makoto should like only be loving her, like, blah 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 blah, like. Katsura's like prettier, blah blah blah, than me. Like, why, She starts going crazy.
She was already crazy, but okay.
She gets more very crazy. Like obsessive and like and so.
Yeah, and then
Makoto's at home.
And he's just like on his phone, and then he gets a text that says, "Goodbye."
Like why? Yeah, well, he's like, why would you? She was like, why would you do this to me? Blah blah blah, and then he was like, what do you mean? And he was just like. Goodbye.
And she just responds with goodbye, and then music cues, and Sekai, as the classic woman she is, just goes up and stabs the man. She just goes yoink, just like she just shanks it.
Gives it a good old.
She's like, I've been in prison, I know what I'm doing. She just shanks the man, and dude, Makoto has the most unflattering death scene ever. Like,
and she stabs this dude like multiple times,
and he just like, and he like falls on the ground. Like spread eagle. Wait, that's not right. Not spread eagle.
He's just like
he's just spread eagle, and she's just stabbing him.
No, she's just like on top of him, and she's literally just like stabbing him multiple times.
And he just like falls, and it's so unattractive how he dies. Like he's just like.
And then I think she like gets a moment of like sanity, and she's like, oh fuck.
She's like, oh shit, what'd I do? And she just kind of like screams, and she like runs away. I think she throws the knife in the trash. No, she takes it with her. Because she's like in her bed cradling the knife, like, what did I do?
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck?
And then Katsura
finds him.
Shows up, it drops her grocery bag very eloquently, and she just stares at the corpse. No reaction. And then Sekai, who's chilling in her room, gets a text from Makoto's phone saying, meet me on the rooftop, like where we did the first time, something along the lines. And so she shows up, as you do when, your dead ex-lover / dad
texts you.
Baby daddy. And after you murdered him while he was spread eagle on the ground, apparently.
Well, and so she goes up there, and she's like looking for him, and she sees Katsura there, and they start talking, blah 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 blah. Katsura's like, oh, I don't actually really believe that you're pregnant. You just said all that kind of stuff to kind of.
Yeah, like, did you go to the hospital?
Did
you get it checked? And she's like, I'm pregnant. And then she just like, sure you are. And she like pulls out a fucking like meat cleaver.
Well, first she's like, like I went by like Makoto's house, to see him. And she said a whole bunch of, I don't really remember exactly.
It doesn't really matter.
But she showed that she cut Makoto's head off.
Oh no, like she like he's right over there, and then like Sekai opens the bag, and it's literally Makoto's head in the bag. It used to be my screensaver for my phone.
Yeah, I know. No, and it was like so weird because she literally cut off his head. Like, who does that? And then put it in the bag and brought it. And so then she has the knife that she cut his head off with, and then so she's like, we're gonna check. And
she does this like very sexy, like turns the knife sideways. This is why I think the fight scenes are better than Demon Slayer.
Shut up.
And then she like goes.
You're about to think differently tonight.
I hope so. And then she goes up to Sekai like goes up to try to stab Katsura, and Katsura like grabs her hand and makes her drop the knife, and then she just like. Does she
plunges it
in her stomach, right?
She basically opens her up, and you just kind of see the angle from like
inside her
inside
stomach.
her. And Katsura is just like, I was right. She wasn't pregnant. And I was like, oh!
Yeah, so she's not prego. And then the final scene, well, the original ending was, well, no, which one should we talk about first? Which ending?
Well, the original ending for the anime was Katsura, she's on a boat, and she's basically cradling Makoto's head, and she's like, Makoto, we're finally alone.
Like, it's just you
it's
and me
just
forever. And they just float off into the sunset.
They just float off on this boat. And... and so,
Dude, literally, like, the ending, just like, we watched it, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Well, so when the final episode was airing in Japan, they had to replace the original ending with just a picture of a ferry boat going down.
That's where the classic
river?
nice boat scene came from, anime.
Because, well, apparently there was, like, a serial killer in Japan at that time.
Very similar murders, I guess.
That was literally cutting the heads off of people.
Yeah.
And so they didn't want to like cause mass panic with the airing of this anime, and so they just had to show a boat going down a river. And
very tranquil after the whole like, guess I was right. Just a casual, nice boat.
Yes, casual boat down a river.
What the hell? Like, okay, yeah, like, you know, when there's anytime there's trauma in my life, I'm like, let me just think of that nice boat going down the river because that's gonna clear my head of the bullshit I just watched.
No, it's just, it was supposed to be just like a whole like comedic type thing. Like, now it's a comedic type thing, you know?
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking back. Oh, dude. But yeah.
Well, they didn't want to cause mass panic because if you think about, like, you know, it's very similar, like, you know, heads getting chopped off, serial killers, and all that kind of stuff.
If it was in America, we would have ate that up because we're like, oh, that's so cool. It lines up so well with the serial killer.
It's either that or they probably would have waited a little bit to show the...
But yeah, so that is the ending of School Days. Probably the only thing that's worth watching. Go watch it on YouTube. Watch the uncensored version so you can see the head.
You can also see the alternate endings, too.
Dude, there's like 5.
Yes.
My favorite one is when Katsura just shows up with her meat cleaver and just starts cutting everyone's heads off in the train station.
Yes.
And she just
or like Sekai, she just like pushes Katsura in front of the train.
Makoto's just holding the hand.
Yes.
Like, and like the end of one at the train station when she's cutting all the heads off, she does the Higurashi laugh. And she just like, and everyone else is just screaming in the background. Like,
but these are like alternate endings that like fans have made.
Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, some of them were pretty good. I was like,
each one always has the same music playing.
Yes. Dude, literally that song, this is the epitome of School Days.
Dude, I'll be honest. This anime has an amazing soundtrack just because that ending song. It's immaculate. It fits the tone perfectly. It captured it. When you hear that song, all you can do is think of School Days. You can think of it. It just gives you that PTSD.
I mean, that song is basically the theme for School Days.
It's iconic. I would argue it's one of the top 10 most iconic songs in anime.
Probably.
It is.
It would. I don't think it's ever been on like a top 10 list.
Oh, we'll make a top 10 list and it's going to be number 1.
Yeah. Most iconic. Oh my gosh.
Anime songs. Pokemon theme, Sailor Moon, Dragon.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Oh my god.
To catch them is my real quest.
Can you imagine that being the ending of School Days? Wait, we need to like do voice. Like, okay, I have ideas now.
Okay.
Anyway, animation for this anime. Not bad.
I mean, it's very like classic old like 2000 style
like,
anime.
You know, it's good. Like
it's
not worth
bad.
watching.
It's
but,
not
like,
good. It's very like muted colors and very like you know, which kind of fits the tone of like the whole show.
Yeah, like when you first like, it gets kind of. The dub is horrific.
The dub is horrific.
Honestly, should we just watch the dub next time as like to make it just funnier?
I'm not fucking watching that dub.
Dude, I would just make it even better, right?
I can't. Like I watched that for 2 seconds and I was like,
is it a fan made dub?
I think so. I think it was a fan sub.
And it's licensed now. Anyway, because we watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is School Days. Any final thoughts? I think we've pretty much beaten the horse dead a couple times now.
This is definitely
Wait,
one
that's not the
of
expression. Is that the expression?
Beating the dead horse.
Yeah, we've beaten the motherfucker a lot. And he got stabbed, spread eagle.
Well, I will say this one comment in that this anime is the epitome of having too many waifus will ruin your lifeu.
What? Having too many waifus will ruin your lifeu?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Is that an actual, like...
That's an actual saying.
I'm shook. I can't believe that this is actually, like, a thing. Like, what?
Yeah, no, whenever, like, there's, like, an anime, and it's a harem anime, but it's, like, turns very psychological, you use the expression having too many waifus will ruin your lifeu.
What other animes does this? I mean, I guess Orisuke, kind of. That one, yeah. Yeah, that one does. Well, no, that guy's just an asshole. Guys, so many main characters nowadays are just assholes. Now that I think about it, they're just kind of terrible human beings. Huh. Fascinating. I don't have really any final thoughts to say on this anime. I think you summed it up pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is School Days, guys. Thank you for listening to that. Mo, would you like that rant? Would you like to shamelessly plug?
Yeah, so we are on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, and TikTok. We are on 3 out of 4 of those as Bingers Anime Edition. We are on Twitter at Anime Bingers. Go check us out. We post stuff. I just posted a TikTok on yesterday.
I know. I thought it was pretty funny. I liked it. I'm proud of it. I was proud of it.
I want to make a new TikTok, but I gotta have money first to get the stuff.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, a new TikTok account?
No.
I think I'm gonna re-download TikTok and start like actually posting content, especially over the summer.
Yeah, I've been posting a lot of content. I'm gonna be honest. Our Bingers Anime Edition has kind of just turned into me posting things on TikTok.
I'm proud of it. Well, because I deleted TikTok as a social media cleanse because I hate getting on it and just being on it. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll just download our account and just make content.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have any ideas, but I'll come up with stuff. Because the house I'm going to be staying at this summer, Rosa's parents don't like anime.
Oh, no.
So I might do some TikToks with them. Be like, what do you think about this show, Miss Roach?
You get a whole bunch of anime guys, and you're like, rate these guys.
Oh, my gosh. I'm like, what do you think? And
it's like, light Yagami.
Like, what did you say about this guy? Like a solid dude. No, sorry. Anyway.
This guy, he's for the world. He's almost like a politician, but not.
Not quite. Almost. Not quite. All right. Music rec.
My music rec is from the anime called Air. It's a really old one. But I really like it. I was looking it up the other day. It has one of the saddest like death scenes in like all of anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's kind of like weird because it's like based on a video game.
Okay. And
so it's like this girl and she's like reincarnated from this like mythical like winged creature and all that kind of stuff. I like that. And she's like has this curse on her that like every 1,000 years her reincarnation dies or something like that. Like she's always destined to die when she falls in love and like.
Oh, that's nice. That's very cliche, but okay.
Well, it's like kind of cool because. Like, okay. It kind of doesn't end in a happy ending.
Got the gist of the anime. I will never watch
really
it.
Old.
I will probably not watch it. I don't like old animes.
Yeah, it's really old.
Cool, solid. I'm gonna recommend the opening for Tokyo Ravens because I just started it because I am still avoiding JoJo at all costs. And
why are you watching JoJo?
What?
Why are you watching JoJo?
I don't want to, but I need to watch something casual at work, so I started Tokyo Ravens, which has a really good dub. Like, Ian Sinclair's in it. And then
I love him.
Yeah, and then Leah Clark as well as Colleen Clack. This, Charles Chapman or something like that, whatever that guy's name is, I forget it. And then Monica Reel's in it as well as another famous female voice actor. I was like, oh, this is a solid dub cast. So I started listening to it. I was like, this is a solid dub. I was like, okay. So
I was listening to the dub the other day for Angels of Death.
Oh no. Oh God.
Come out, you little necrophiliac.
What? What is that?
Angels of Death.
I've seen it. I guess I did watch the dub. That show, dude, that show pissed me off because the kid literally was walking around like, how much was he bleeding out? That kid should have died so early, and he then eventually did die from his wounds. I was like, what the hell? He died so many times.
You're talking about the kid with the helmet thing, right?
No, I'm talking about the kid that was like covered in bandages. Like
the
main
Zach?
Zach. The amount of times he got stabbed,
Oh yeah.
shot, stabbed, blading out, walking. And I'm like, bro, get over it. Either be healthy or be dead. I'm sick of this whole bullshit of you just walking around. Oh, I wasn't having it.
Wasn't having.
Anyway, we should probably draw for next week.
Yes, it's your turn.
This jar is getting small.
I know.
Well, the jar didn't decrease in size. The amount of slips of paper in it.
Pick a good one. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hunter!
Oh, dude, I need to actually
Dude, I'm so
continue on with
excited!
that.
How far are you in Hunter?
I am don't remember.
Okay, well, I have another anime I accidentally drew, but we could do instead.
What is
But
it?
you also haven't finished it. So
What
would you
is
like
it?
to do this one or Hunter?
What is the other one?
Food Wars.
I can do Food Wars. Let's do Food Wars.
Do Food Wars? Okay, because that will be much easier. I don't want you to rush through Hunter. It's a great one. We'll do Food Wars.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to rewatch Hunter because it's been that long.
Oh, dang. I didn't
Yeah.
rewatch it. I just kind of picked up where I left off.
I don't remember really where I left off, but I'm going to have to rewatch it.
Dude, it's going to take you a while. There's 148 episodes.
I know. Let's do Food Wars because I can get through that pretty quick.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Hell yeah. So tune in next week, guys, when we watch another anime if it's practically porn.
Yeah!
Yeah! I might watch the newest season then while it's there's a new season out.
How many seasons are out?
There's 5 seasons, but I think the 4th plate is about to get dubbed.
Okay. I could probably get to the end of the 3rd season.
That's fine. That's where I'm at. It's pretty good. I just love it. I just like Food Wars so much. It really makes me want to fucking cook.
Because I finished the first season, so I just have to watch the other 2.
But yeah, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this week to listen to us
Yes.
ramble about the great anime school days. And
I
tune
didn't
in-
think we would be doing this anime this soon, but
I'm glad. So, guys, tune in next week when we review Food Wars.
well, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.